Hey guys, how's it going? To celebrate an awesome end to last year, as we hit 200 subscribers, I decided to do a more full-length video unboxing a new knife that just got delivered to the house. This one's pretty cool, in my opinion. We did see the more premium version at Blade Show West in 2025, and I'm glad to say that the normal production versions are out, as the more premium ones go for about $1,400, which is a ton of money for what you get. So this one is a little bit better, easier on the pocket. This is the normal production Mini MSI by Microtech. So yeah, this has been pretty anticipated for me. I've been kind of waiting on this knife to release, and I'm glad it's finally here. Getting into this box, we obviously have a Microtech sticker, which is always nice. We have like a little advertisement for a cooking show that the Microtech family is doing. And then we also have just like the normal brochure that comes with most Microtech knives. Yeah, this paperwork here is just going to go over how to maintain their knives and how to actuate some of the locks and switches on their autos that they got in their lineup. Pretty routine stuff, nothing too revolutionary here. I'm pretty excited, so let's get into the actual knife itself. So right off the bat, we have these nice black aluminum scales with Frag texturing on both sides. And then we have this really nice sheep's foot blade shape with M390MK blade steel. I know they have had some problems in the past with some of their edge retention, but I do want to say that they've improved their heat treat, and the edge retention has improved as well, if I'm not mistaken. This thing is very ergonomic and super utilitarian. You can carry this if you're left-handed, right-handed, no problem, as it's ambidextrous. You can move this clip on either side. There's like this little clip insert here that you can just swap to the other side if you are left-handed. And then the lock mechanism being the way it is, it's like an axis lock. They refer to it as a ram lock. It is actuated from either side, so left-handed, right-handed, no problem. This thing is a lot smaller than I thought. Just kind of looking at photos when I first originally saw it and then seeing it in person. Here it is compared to a full-size Benchmade bug out, and then it only felt natural to include the full-size MSI here as well. When looking at the full-size MSI that you see on the top of the screen, I bought this way back when they first came out, and for under $200, I was pretty ecstatic. I want to say I got it for like 170, 180-ish. So, for a full-size USA-made knife, it's pretty awesome. It just has like these pretty cheap-feeling polymer scales. Like I said, under $200, USA-made, totally fine. However, this knife here, the new iteration, this mini version, it just feels a lot more quality, right? It feels more premium, which is always nice, right? You get this really strong, durable design in a small package. There's zero blade play. Same thing as the full-size MSI, honestly. There's very little to no blade play at all. And when compared to the Benchmade, as you'll see in a second, there's a decent amount of blade play. I've had this Benchmade for about 2 years, so, I have used it a decent amount, so you can't really knock it too much, but I've handled probably hundreds of Benchmades at this point, and they always seem to have a little side-to-side play. So that's kind of nice seeing Microtech kind of getting away from that and mitigating that as best they can. You're going to see the same exact issue with this 940. This does have aftermarket scales, but that doesn't really make much of a difference. Even with factory scales, you're always going to have a little side-to-side play. So, like I said, for the money, you're getting a lot of value out of this compared to some of the competitors in the market, right? So if you're in the market for really high-quality, perfect EDC-sized knife, you don't really have to look much further than this, honestly. So let me know what you guys think down below. Would you rock this? Let me know in the comments.